I was sitting in silence when a thought began to unfold within me, that the greatest force ever placed in human hands was not forged in iron, nor written in fire, but spoken in breath. Words, so light, so fragile, yet capable of piercing deeper than any blade. A word can linger in the soul long after its sound has faded, shaping the way we see ourselves and the way we exist in the world. To the broken, words can become gentle hands, stitching wounds the eye cannot see. To the triumphant, words can become shadows, unraveling confidence until even the strongest begin to doubt. They carry the power to create and the power to undo, to build kingdoms within the mind or to reduce them to ashes. And the terrifying beauty of it all is this: every one of us wields them, every day, often without even knowing the weight we hold. What fascinates me is how words exist both as sound and as silence. They leave our lips as vibrations in the air, yet their true impact is born inside the listener, in a place no eye can reach. A single phrase can alter the course of a day, or the course of a life, because the mind does not simply hear, it absorbs, it reshapes itself around the message. That is why the same sentence spoken in anger can wound, yet spoken with tenderness can heal. Words are not neutral, they carry fragments of the soul of the speaker. They reveal who we are even when we try to hide, and they touch the hidden wounds of those who hear them. We believe we control our words, but in truth it is often our words that control us, rippling outward, binding us to consequences we may never see. And so I began to wonder, if words hold such weight, then perhaps they are not merely sounds but instruments of destiny. Civilizations have risen and fallen upon the speeches of leaders. Revolutions have been born from whispers that turned into echoes, and love itself has survived the ages through promises carried in language. A single verse can comfort generations. A single lie can plunge nations into ruin. What we speak is not confined to the moment. It weaves itself into memory, into history, into the unseen architecture of human hearts. Every conversation is therefore a quiet creation, an act of shaping the world, whether we intend it or not. We are architects of each other's realities, brick by brick, word by word, leaving behind invisible monuments that endure long after our voices fall silent. Perhaps this is why silence itself can feel sacred, because within silence lies the choice, the moment before creation. Once a word is spoken, it cannot be taken back. It travels outward, carving paths in minds and hearts we may never meet again. To recognize this is not to fear language, but to revere it. Every word is a seed, capable of flowering into kindness or into ruin. The weight of this truth should not silence us, but remind us to speak with care, with honesty, with compassion. For in the end, it is not wealth, nor power, nor even knowledge that lingers longest in memory. It is the words that touched us, for better or worse. And so we must ask ourselves with every breath, what world am I building with the words I choose?